Om Shanti and good morning. So today, it's a beautiful morning. Baba talks about the two main bases of success. And he says, to attain success as a Brahmin, to attain success in the confluence age, Baba starts with giving us the pride of being an authority in many different things. He says that the other souls, the Lokik souls, they probably mostly have authorities in one or two different things, or maximum three. But the Brahmin souls, when they come to Baba, when they become Baba's children, they become authorities of many different things and for many, many births. So Baba says you should remain in this pride, in this self-respect, in this Swaman, that I'm an authority in so many different things on the world stage. And then Baba went to say, what is the basis of success in this confluence age, which Baba will talk about in the Murli himself. This Murli was originally spoken on 11th March. Rajit, if somebody could just present the Murli.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, so this Murli was first spoken on 11th of March 1981. And we are revising this today on 12th July 2024. The title of the Murli, the two main bases of success. Baba says, today, God, the friend, is meeting you children as his friends. So today Baba has, in his mind, he's thinking, I'm going to meet my friends. It's not very common that Baba says, I've come here to meet friends. Usually he uses the words children or students, but he very rarely uses the word friends. Baba says, how many friends does the one God, the friend, have? In any case, foreigners like friendship a lot. So Bap Dada is the father, the Sadguru, and the teacher. He fulfills all relationships. So he says, today I'm a friend, but I'm also the father, the Sadguru, and the teacher. We don't have any such other soul which can say, I'm also your friend, I'm also your father, your teacher, and nobody can say Sadguru. Baba says, which relationship do you find the loveliest? Out of all the relationships that Baba plays for us. Actually, he plays all relationships with us. Whatever way we want to, we can experience that relationship with him. Baba goes on to ask, which relationship do you find the loveliest? Although he is all one and the same. Some prefer him as the teacher. Some prefer him as the bridegroom. And some prefer the friend. Therefore, by fulfilling any relationship with the one, you attain everything. Mama says any one relationship you pick which you find loveliest, and by fulfilling that relationship you will attain everything. But Baba is saying you have to also fulfill that relationship with no dilution. So if if you experience him as your friend, then you have to become a true friend too. The magic is that you can fulfill any relationship you want with the one. You don't need to go anywhere else. Do we experience that? That it's magic. Whatever relationship I need, I can just experience that with Baba. I don't need to go anywhere else. Do we really experience that? Or do we sometimes need other souls to satisfy some relationship, mostly of friends? Baba says by doing this, your desire to find someone else will finish. Are you experienced in fulfilling this love of old relationship? I think we are all experienced at some time, some moment, fulfilling all the love of all the relationships with Baba. Have you experienced this, or do you still have to experience it? What do you think? Are you fully experienced in this? Today, Baba has not come to speak an official Murli. So the tone that Baba has started with, it doesn't look like a Murli, it looks like a chit chat, a discussion. So Baba says today, Baba has not come to speak an official Murli. Bap Dada is very pleased to see all the souls with all relationships who have come from far, far away. Apparently, there are more of foreigners, double foreigners, sitting in front of Baba. He's telling them that Baba is happy and pleased to see the souls who have come from far, far away. Who resides the furthest away? Baba is asking. You have all come from the corporeal world. Bapdada has come to the subtle region from the incorporeal world, which is beyond the subtle region, and then come to the corporeal world. So he's traveled 3 different worlds to come and be in front of us, only for us children. Or if Baba's Murli is to be looked at, then only for us friends. He's come to meet his friends from far, far away. So Baba says, so do you reside further, or does Baba reside further? Bapdada is giving loving congratulations to those who have had to travel the furthest in terms of this world, the corporeal world. There might have been some double foreigners who traveled from quite far to reach in front of Baba. So Baba is congratulating them. Those who've come from the furthest land, raise your hands. However far away you have come from, however many miles you've had to walk to come here, add multi-million miles to those many miles and accept many congratulations. Baba is so happy. Genuinely, he's congratulating all the souls who reached from furthest away. Baba goes on. He says, foreigners means forever. He's rhyming those 2 words. Baba says, foreigners means forever. You have received this blessing, have you not? You are not foreigners, but you are forever. You are always ever ready for service. As soon as you receive a direction, you follow it. This is the specialty of the forever guru. So what is the specialty? As soon as you receive the direction, you follow it. That's the sign of someone who's forever. So you can say forever constant, forever in deep remembrance, forever stable in their stage. Baba says you can use this forever anywhere, but the only thing is you get direction and you follow it. The Srimad. Baba says, once you experience something, you immediately have the courage to become engaged in service and give others that experience. This is known of double foreigners actually. As soon as they experience, even when they are new in knowledge, that's how the history has been. They will start doing service. They'll even open up centers. 6 months old Indian, 1 year old Indian. They open up centers so that they can serve, or they start serving at centers. It doesn't take much time for them to get engaged in the service the moment they get the experience. So there's also a lot of clarity that this is what I was looking for. This is what I've got, and I need to share it with the others. And I think that comes from experience, not just from an understanding, but also from an experience. Experience is much, much deeper, much more ingrained in the soul than just a realization or just an understanding or just a remembrance. Baba goes on. On seeing you do this, Bab Dada is very pleased. Many servers have become instruments from one. So one server makes many other servers the instruments like him or her. Then Baba says, there are two main bases of success. Do you know them? Many of the children, many of his friends would have replied with different answers. Baba says, each of your answers is right according to your own experience. The principal basis of success in service and for your stage to ascend is to have unbroken love for Baba. And this is to be underlined. The principal basis, the first basis to be successful in service or to have an ascending stage that Baba keeps calling out in the Murlis is to have the unbroken love for Baba, for the Father. No one other than the Father should be visible. Not even visible, leave alone experience. I can't even see anyone else except Baba. You should have Baba in your thoughts, Baba in your words, and the Father with you in your deeds. So what's unbroken love? Baba in my thoughts, Baba in my words, and Baba in my deeds. The combined feeling all the time. Lovely, Baba uses that word many times in the Sakar Murlis. Baba in my thoughts, Baba in my words, and Baba in my deeds. That's the first principal basis to have an ascending stage or to have success in service. Baba says, when a soul is merged in this love and speaks just one word, then that loving word binds other souls with love. When the soul speaks this one word, Baba, and speaks it with so much of love, then that loving word binds other souls. You would have experienced that. So the other souls also want to have that feeling that the soul is experiencing. That feeling travels from one soul to another. And the other souls also want to have that experience because they don't get that experience from other souls. They are looking for that experience for many, many, many births. So when they see somebody else experiencing it, they also want to experience. And that's what binds other souls with love. That's one thing. And many times the souls also say that there's a lot of love that we get from the sisters, within the Brahmin clan. A lot of love. And the first thing that they get attracted to, or that brings them to Baba, is the love that we give. And where do we get it from? We get that from Baba because we have that unbroken love with Baba. That's what Baba is talking about here. So Baba says, just the one word Baba from a soul merged in love works like magic. Underline. It works like magic. Just that word Baba. Souls merged in love become spiritual magicians. There's no rocket science, Baba says. All you need to do to be successful in service is to be merged in love. Baba says, to have love for the one Father means to be immersed in love. I can just see Him and no one else. So that's the first basis of success. The second basis of success is to become an image who is experienced in every point of knowledge. Underline. So the next second basis of success, Baba says, is to be an experienced soul in each point of knowledge. So I'm not just giving knowledge, what I've heard from Baba, what I've received from Baba, but I've also experienced each and every point that comes in knowledge. Baba says, it's one thing to give a point of drama on the basis of knowledge, but something else to give knowledge as an image who is experienced in every point of knowledge. In yesterday's Murli also, Baba says, I don't need pandits who just learnt everything and just blurt it out or speak it out. No. Baba says, I want souls who are experienced in each and every point of knowledge. They are an image of experience, which means whatever point is coming, you are an image of that point. So at that moment, you're an image of that experience, or whatever point you're seeing. And that experience travels from one soul to another. Baba says, those who have experienced all the points of knowledge of the drama will always be stable in the stage of a detached observer. Underline. There's a link between having experience of all the points of knowledge and being a detached observer or a detached server. I'll repeat. Those who have experienced all the points of knowledge of the drama will always be stable in the stage of a detached observer. No matter what happens, everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be perfect. Everything that's happening is as planned in the drama. So you'll always be stable in that stage of a detached observer. You'll not get affected by what's happening in front. Sometimes we get affected. Something good is happening. We really feel very happy. And something bad is happening. Even if we see something bad happening with someone else, we become sad. So Baba says that's not a detached observer because you're getting affected by whatever's happening around you. But if you are an experienced soul, experienced in the points of knowledge, when somebody is has seen everything and nothing new comes up in front of them, they say, yeah, I've seen this many times. It's nothing new. In the end, it will be like this only. Let it happen. So they are basically being detached and just observing what is happening in front of them. And that's the stage that Baba says an experienced soul who's experiencing the points of knowledge experiences, being a detached observer. Baba says they will be stable, unshakable, and immovable. Underline. A detached observer, they will be stable. The stage will not fluctuate every time there's something happening. They will be unshakable from the path of knowledge, and immovable. Nobody can move them, no matter what, because they are experienced in each and every point. They've seen everything, nothing new. Baba says, those who are stable in such a stage are called images of experience. The result of something may appear to be good or bad externally, but a soul who has experienced that point in the drama will never see anything bad in something bad, but will only see the goodness in that. There are so many different points that Baba is giving us in the drama. Baba says whatever is happening in the end, your success is guaranteed. Baba said if somebody is doing something wrong, it's a karmic debt. Let it go and let it get released. It'll release you of the foundation, which is also success for me. So anything that is happening in drama is a success, but not just knowing it, but experiencing it. And when you experience something, for example, I used a point of knowledge and eventually it helped me in turning some bad situation from bad to better. Maybe not perfect at that time, but better. I become an experiential soul. I experience that point in drama. And when I do that again and again, I become unshakable. I become an authority in that point of drama or that point of knowledge. Baba says, this means that such souls will be able to see a path to benefit themselves in everything. All accounts of loss will have ended. Because of being the children of the benevolent Father, and because this is the age of benevolence, you have now begun to accumulate in your account of benevolence. because this is the age of benevolence. Whatever is happening, it's benevolent to the whole world. It's benevolent to me. It's benevolent to everyone else around me. So when we start looking at the world from that lens, Baba says you accumulate in your account of benevolence. With this knowledge and with the authority of experience, you will remain constantly unshakable. If you were to count them, all of you would find that you have many types of authorities. Now Baba is coming to the point of authority. So he says, if you're experienced, then you become an authority of that experience. And then Baba says there are many different types of authorities in the confluence age that you can experience. So maybe what we can do is we will pause here and we will come to this point tomorrow of the point of authority. And then we will take it up from there. We'll do the same way tomorrow as well. So it's been a beautiful Murli so far. Baba has spoken about the basis of success, two main bases. We will give ourselves a minute and then we will come back to churn the points. Okay. Anyone would like to go first?
Om Shanti Shivani Ben.
Shanti.
You know, the beginning of the Murli itself told me. I've always loved this God as my friend. And I used to think it, the reciprocal way also. God as my friend, or am I the friend of God? And this friendship is something different. It's most valued because friendship is totally my choice. It's something coming from me. And all other relation, if you see, it's given to us, whether it's a father, mother, bridegroom, brother, and also given. But friendship is my choice. And I've always looked up, if you see, more than friend when we searched for God as the Father, because He's the one who gives us birth, the nurturing, the inheritance, the fortune. And as you rightly kept putting in our hearts the word Baba, Baba, that is also gives you the sound of the Father. But in Rajyoga, we have seen Baba always emphasized of seeing all relationship in one. The underlying reason is he wanted us to be bland and tasteless in everything else. But really sharing with you, God, my friend, is so beautiful, so open. What a conversation I can have. I can put my arm around him and he around me. I can look up to him with, those honest eyes. I can speak eye to eye with him. Absolutely rubbish even I can speak to him. I mean, what comes from my heart? No pretenses. I can be happy. Such a support, a true friend. But I have to see, am I his true friend? And because even in beloved, you see, there's a friend, but in beloved, there is intimacy that is just mine. But when I'm friend, I feel it belongs to the whole world. Like as DJ Dadi Janki always says, she always says that she loved that song, Bhagwan Hamara Sati Hai. And she says there's a deep closeness, a magnetic infinity. Like even in the scriptures, Sudama and Krishna, unequals. It doesn't look for equals even, but they were friends. And availability. Is God available to me? Am I available? I think it's an alliance of hearts. So much more one can go through. I love this. Bhagwan Mera Sati. Om Shanti.
Thanks for sharing, sister. I think it's an amazing way you've expressed your emotions about Baba being a friend. Yes, the example of the Krishna and Sudama version and Dadi Janki, yes, she always used to feel Baba as her friend. She used to say, wherever I go, I take my friend along. You know? So she's always in his company, which means she's never alone. She's never sad. Because when you're in friends' company, you always feel happy. You always feel yourself. You can just be yourself. No artificiality, no dilution. Original self. And yes, you said you can say anything that comes to you, even if that's silly enough. So yes, being Baba's friend and Baba being my friend, it can bring a lot of liberation to our souls and loosen us up also a little. I think that is very important. But yes, are we good friends? Being available, being approachable, you know. Can Baba say anything to us? Can he depend on us? Are we there whenever he needs us? So those are important questions. I think we can all write essays on how to be a good friend and how is Baba my friend. So thanks for bringing it out. Anyone else?
A powerful point while Gitaban was sharing was, when you are loving somebody or you are in love of someone, it's going to be only a space of possession that the person belongs to me. But when it's been a space of friendship, we look at that friend to be of everyone. And that's exactly the relationship with Baba. We know Baba is for everyone in this world. And it's such a beautiful space to stand in the acknowledgement of, I have a friend who's friend of everyone in this world. And I know I'll be heard. And one another space is, Baba is my best friend, but what am I doing to be best friend of Baba? That's the reflection point for me today. And
Yeah.
as you rightly said, sister, this is the first Murli where, at least in my existence, where I've come across as Baba says that today he is only coming as a friend. He is not narrating a Murli. And that intoxication of being with Baba as a friend. And that's been one relationship which has been very near to me when I practice meditation. And the whole intoxication is just life for me as to what it means to be a friend. Shanti.
But sometimes Rakhi Ben, when Baba says double foreigner, when he has this in mind whenever he mentions of a friend. I know Baba because Baba in double foreigners, and I was for some time a double foreigner, so but not in the real sense. So I know Baba likes that. But I wanted to tell Baba, even the Bharatwasi see you as a friend. You go down to scriptures, Baba. They had only one friend, one friend. Sometimes, I used to just sit with Baba and say, Baba, don't say. Even Bharatwasis. And I tell Baba, you heard this song, Bhagwan Mera Sati Hai. Sometimes, when he brings that DF thing, I always tell Baba, not fair.
I feel Baba is more fair here, and not about that using that more fair. But Baba knows Bharatvasi has values of each and every relationship with them. However, he knows that in the foreign nations, it's friendship that matters more, because the culture is like that a child leaves home to take care of their career. So I don't know much about it because I haven't stayed there, but that's the way the culture seems there. Probably that's one of the reasons where Baba says that they know the sense of friendship to the T, because that's what they're living. While in Bharatvasi, Vasis are experiencing every relationship in the Lokit space as well, with its roller coaster. Maybe that's one of the reflection.
Yeah, no, true. I think, Rakiban, your point is very valid because Baba knows that double foreigners, see, there is in India, there's less loneliness because you're always surrounded by somebody or the other. You have large families, some or the other support system is there. But for double foreigners, I think Baba understands that there is much more loneliness because you leave your families. There's very little extended families, and the support system is limited, mostly limited to your friends. And why Baba then says that, take me as a friend so that you're not looking for that support outside. It's within, it's with us all the time. All we need to do is experience that. So I think that's the reason when Baba speaks to double foreigners as a friend, especially, he's trying to, make them experience that he's there for them as a friend.
Okay, ladies, I give up. I agree with you. I give up.
No, it's just everybody's versions and churnings. Anyone else wants to share something?
Yes,
Yeah,
sister. Oh, yes, brother, please.
yeah, you go ahead, brother.
After you.
Baba talks about being an embodiment of experience. I do realize how does it actually work? Like when we are in front of people who tend to show their power or have a lot to say, and we sit keep constantly taking in their feelings or their emotions, or at the time startled to just see what is happening. Suddenly my thoughts have gone haywire. So that time, I guess, we should remember one statement of Baba or the one Swaman and try to experience that. And sooner or later, the whole situation seems to have worked out for the best. And I can relate that being an experienced embodiment of experience is this way. I mean, otherwise, it happens over a great times, over a age, and as dadis and elder brothers are there, they are considered to be the embodiments. It takes so much of time. Yeah, otherwise, in short moment, this is how we can be an embodiment of experience. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Yes, thank you, brother. No, you're right. I think what the dadis and the senior brothers and sisters got an opportunity was to experience each and everything and be able to become embodiments. They had a lot of time to practice, right? And you're right, we might not have that much time to practice. But if you see the way the world has also moved on, the kind of opportunities that we get to practice in terms of situations that come in front of us, probably the pace of those opportunities was not the same at that time. Back to back, you will see we keep getting opportunities. Today something happens, tomorrow something else happens. On the same day, 5, 6 different things are happening where you get an opportunity to experience the points of knowledge. Yes, it's a little tougher for us because it's like, the balls keep coming back to you again and again and again, and you need to keep defending while at the same time protecting your stage. and also scoring runs, So yes, for us, it's more like a sprint. For them, it was more like a marathon. So how can I become experienced? We have to change the tactics. That's what I feel sometimes, that our tactics have to be different. And that is what Baba talks about when he talks about last so fast. There is an opportunity, but we need to find that for us, being an embodiment. Yes, exactly. Situations are opportunities. It's just how we look at it. Thank you, brother. Yes, anyone else?
Shivani, can you just go through that point of, the topic? Because I was so much immersed in this friend, the two bases. As the brother even was speaking about it, the point of image, Baba speaks about unbroken love, and then I think he speaks about. Can you just throw some light on it? Because I couldn't get much of those two bases of what Baba speaks.
Sure, sister. Would anyone want to pick that up for sister? Share your churnings on. Baba said two bases of love or bases of success. One is unbroken love. Baba in my thoughts, Baba in my words, and Baba in my deeds. Would anyone like to throw some light on that for her? Any experience, any churning? Okay. Okay, so then let me share my thoughts on this. When I was reading the Murli and I was churning, I felt Baba said two bases of success. The one basis is the first one, first and the foremost actually, is being merged in Baba's love. When we are coming in contact with other souls, when will we serve? Baba is talking about the success in service and our ascending stage. So what happens when we come in contact with other souls? There are two things that can happen. One is either we can serve them. And how do we serve them? Through our elevated stage. That's the only way, best way to serve. Of course, we can also serve them through giving them points of knowledge. But the way things are today, the more service can happen through my stage than my words. And to have that stage and to be able to be a constant server, to have success in service, Baba says, if you want to do that, have unbroken love with me. Keep me in your thoughts. Keep me in your words. Keep me in your actions. In other words, be combined with me. Whatever relationship you're experiencing with me, just see me. And here Baba talks like a possessive lover, actually, if you ask me. Only love me, no one else. Only talk to me and no one else. And that's when you will be successful. That's the first means of success that Baba talks about. When I was reading it, I felt that. And the other point that Baba spoke of was being an authority of knowledge. The other way to be successful in service and keeping our stage elevated and ascending is to be an authority of knowledge. And Baba says, how will you be an authority of knowledge? As the brother was saying, becoming an embodiment through experience. I have seen this. Now imagine an 80-year-old grandfather sitting with a 5-year-old grandson, right? And the grandson is so curious. There's something new I'm seeing every time I'm coming across. And the 80-year-old grandfather is thinking, yeah, I've seen this. So he doesn't have that level of curiosity. Why? Because he's seen everything, mostly everything that one has to see in a lifespan. So Baba says, become that kind of an embodiment of knowledge. I have experienced everything. And as the brother was also churning, There are means and ways of becoming embodiments. There are opportunities that keep coming in front of us. It's up to us that we look at them as opportunities, use them to elevate our stage, or get engaged with them. If we are using them from a point or from an angle or from a lens of authority, we will become a detached observer, is what Baba says. It's an automatic result, an automatic outcome of being an embodiment of knowledge. Because if you're coming from that level, nothing will affect you, like that 80-year-old grandfather. You cannot shake him up unless something drastic happens. But that 5-year-old child will be shaky, jumping around. Anything, any new insect he sees or something happens, he'll shake and jump and squeal and all those things. But that 80-year-old is just sitting there because he's seen that so many times. Those are my thoughts. But in case anyone else wants to add, please go ahead.
So as you said, just two things: love magic and
Yes.
authority, like that koto me koi main hi hu. I think
Main hi hu, correct.
yeah, thank you.
And
That's
I
the
have
truth.
seen this so many times. Nothing is new for me, right? What is to see in this world? Everything is, I've already seen it. I'm an authority. Nothing can shake me. Nothing happening in this world can shake me or make me unstable. Rakhi, you wanted to say something?
Yes, so just adding on to point of knowledge, being consistently being there with authority of knowledge. So, for example, like Vinod Bhai also spoke about, and you also mentioned with the example of the grandfather and child, being there in any situation as it is a drama, and I need to be a detached observer. Knowing that knowledge is good for me, the gap to build that knowledge and experiencing that. I guess today I got an answer with all tough times. It's actually not in reality, but in imagination most of the time, because we have these questions of why, what, how, where. I think the only place to stand is nothing new. I've conquered this before and I'll conquer this further as well. Is one space, one place to stand in. So every time anything comes in, just churning the Murli, one practice that had been working for me is whenever I feel a little down or I feel that something is disturbing me, immediately I'll pick up the Murli points of the day and read it. That may not be accessible every time to read it. So maybe one point churnings that's there on the YouTube, I switch on that and just keep bringing that in my existence, and which is supporting me. So that's what I wanted to bring across, that how to practice the point of drama. Sure.
So can we say, Shivani Ben, main hi hu, and Baba saying main hu na? I think I love that when he's saying I'm there and it's only me.
Yeah. Yes, actually, you've summarized that beautifully, sister. Baba is saying, "Main hu na." तो चिंता किस बात की? There's Baba's famous slogan, right? बच्चे चिंता मत करो, मैं हूं ना. And that's the love. I'm there for you. Why are you worrying? Unbroken love between two souls, right? The Supreme Soul and the soul. And yes, मैं ही हूँ is the authority. I have passed this many times. I will pass this again. Nothing new. मैं ही हूँ. I am the one who is going to be successful. Where will Baba get any other child like me? So yeah, these are amazing churnings and amazing points that can both intoxicate and also help us navigate through this last leg of Kali Yuga.
Right. And then Baba speaks about the point of knowledge as like how the point of knowledge can transform our entire thought process. One space to stand is why these things are coming to me. Other thing is to stand in the place of flying. Oh, I've got another opportunity to grow further. So elevating oneself in all situations by practicing these points of drama will make us an embodiment. And then Baba, in so many Murlis, has mentioned that today is the time of bringing your authority of being an embodiment. अनुभव की शक्ति ज्यादा काम करेगी than being just the space of giving knowledge. I think that's another reflection in
Yes,
how knowledge is a point of success.
yes. And Baba says in this Murli also, experience of knowledge, not just a churning. Churning is different, just speaking is different, and experiencing and becoming an authority of experience is different. So, in fact, I should wait for situations to come so that I can become an authority of experience. Wait for them to come, right? Look forward to a situation so that, we can experience and become an authority. And I have so many points of knowledge. I want to use them. I want to use my, the things that are there in my armor. Baba says you are Shastradhari, right? So when will I get the opportunity to use those weapons that I've built over a period of time? So yeah, let someone come, some situation come, and I'll use them, and I'll become an experience.
Om
Yeah.
Shanti. Sister. One more aspect is like in a scientist doesn't wait for the experiments, he does the experiments, right? So he'll create set up apparatus and everything, and he will lay down the procedure for experiment, and he will do the experiment and then experience that what happened with that. So
Yes.
that will make us the authority, like continuous experiences of the points of knowledge makes the soul authority. Now, Baba said the authority is science, scriptures, medicine, engineering, and so, astrology, and so many things. So, which authority I am? That also we can chart that. Baba has said some 9 or 10 authorities. I'm the authority of the world. Almighty authority belongs to me. That is the biggest authority. That who belongs to me, and having the knowledge of the beginning, middle, and the end of the world, on the basis of which every scripture has been created. Bible, Quran, and all scriptures have been written. So these authorities also give a lot of intoxication that I am the authority, but authority I will become on the basis of continuous experiencing every point of knowledge. And sometimes situations will come, but then practice has to be made before the situation. The practice of experiencing has to be made before the situation arises. That point I would
Yes.
like that. I wanted to give. If we cannot wait for the
Yes.
situation to come, then we may falter. And that time, before that, if we imagine that I am in so much distress, but still I am deep inside, I'm stable, unshakable, immovable. If we practice this before the event, then it will help during the event.
Absolutely. You're right, brother. So meditation or visualization lab, right? Our practical laboratory inside. I think it's important to create experiments there and prepare yourself for real experiments of life. Absolutely. I think that's very, very important. Put yourself in those situations on your own imagination, through your imagination in that lab and do those practicals. Okay, I think if there's nothing else, we can give 2 minutes of silence, just churn and make sense of what appealed to me from this Murli and what am I going to keep with me and experience during the day. Okay. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Shivani Ban. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a wonderful day.